glad you said that, Eddie. If you do catch a break, enjoy it. Eddie,
You better enjoy it.
how
Shit.
do I enjoy it when I know the devil's right out front the door when I got the good break? How can I enjoy it?
Just be prepared for it mentally.
It's hard, dude.
I know, man.
Do you catch a
But
break,
guess
right?
what? It
Huh?
never stopped though. As soon as you may catch a little break, you better take advantage of it.
You
You
know,
know, Brian Tracy said expect catastrophes like once a year. Expect problems a couple of times a month. Or something else. He said, long as you know how to expect that stuff, then you're not caught off surprise. You just go with the flow. Cause it's always just think about it. As long as you've been living, there's always been something, even as a little child. But it don't last all the time.
yeah, that's true.
Like they say, trouble don't last always.
Let me get my headphones.
In a good book, in a good church, in the church. Guys, what's up, Roundup family? Mr. Transaction, hey man, working my ass off today.
What you
Not
say?
really. I was talking to the family. I said I'm working my ass off today. Not really, but my wife on one, so I had to get that hello. I'm out. Not today. When I was 15 years old, I started my first company. Hey, not today, brother Chris. I got too much shit going on, man. I gotta focus.
You know what, man? You can get up and just be on them. I'm like, man, I'm a winner today. I'm making money. My family's healthy. Then that relationship.
Tighten up.
Anyway, so
Hey, that's a part of life, huh?
I'm like, okay, round up family. Greetings. We got a short time today. Eddie didn't even have to leave the house. Chose to leave the house. Good God Almighty. It's rough being an entrepreneur, man. You know what's weird? When you're an entrepreneur, people just throw stuff on your lap. Like, look, you got time for that, right?
Like you ain't got nothing else to do. Shit.
Eddie,
I wish that was the case.
it blows my mind. It blows my mind. Like, can you do this? This. You know what? I always say, yeah. There's an old saying: if you want something done, give it to a busy person. Is that true?
Yeah, that's what they say.
I'm like, can you do this?
Give it to a busy person, they'll get it done.
It's crazy, Eddie. Crazy. Roundup family, welcome. Welcome to Wednesdays with Eddie. Wednesdays with Eddie. Actually,
Oh,
Wednesdays with Mr. Transaction Engineer.
yeah,
Please forgive me.
man. Come
Please
on,
forgive me.
man.
Please forgive me. I'm sorry.
Don't
Sorry.
blow
Sorry.
it, brother Chris. You was almost there, man. You was almost there.
Wednesdays with Mr. Transaction Engineer. I am Chris Haskins. My mission, my ministry, church, is to raise your financial literacy through real estate investing and entrepreneurship. Today, got an opportunity to hang out once again with this is the calm down version of Mr. Transaction. When I cut the camera off, the dude turns into it's like you go from David Banner to Incredible Hulk.
Hey, man, I'm a Gemini. We got two twins in us. You got a good one and a bad one.
Well, y'all have seen a good one. I'm telling you that. Today, we wanted to share with you just some stories. I mean, I can't wait till I read you this text, Eddie. I mean, I don't understand these fools, dude. I don't get it.
Contractors.
Contractors, man. Contractors. So we wanted
Look at
to
that.
just tell you about, huh?
Hey, look at the first three letters.
Con.
Contractor.
So we wanted to share with you, yes, if you need coaching training, both of our emails are in the video description. I did it. I did it. I got our emails in the video description this time, Roundup family. Your boy's trying to step my game up. I'm putting all the data in. But I wanted to Eddie and I are going to go back and forth very briefly and do some quick Q&A because I got to get back to work. You
Me
know, it's
too.
almost like my life now. I'm working, working, working. Snap. I can really see literally Eddie just showing up at a studio and then going back to work. I know that's how these people are doing it.
Well, you know what, brother Chris? I like to evaluate myself like every 2 or 3 months of my businesses.
Mm-hmm.
And I realized, I done pretty good the first and second quarter,
Yeah.
but now I want to at least double that. So
Wow.
I'm coming up with some new strategies and other stuff I'm working on to double that, new marketing strategies and all that stuff.
You talk about on the real estate side or business side, the internet side?
Yeah, on the marketing side, as far as the internet.
I cannot wait. Yes, we have got some stuff cooking for you. Good God. I'm so thankful. I'm thankful. Eddie, you want to share one of the things you got going on, or you want me to get started? How you want to do this?
Well, this subject too we was talking about last week, Chris.
Okay.
I'm
Let's
definitely
surprise
excited.
us.
I'm definitely excited about that, man.
We got that closed down. What did you decide to do with that, or the exit strategy? And for a roundup family that don't know what an exit strategy, what is an exit strategy?
Exit strategy is what you're gonna do with the property when you buy it. You need to know that before you even buy the property. What you're gonna
Yes.
do.
Yes.
Now, I say you could sell any house if you make it easy to buy. For if you only got one exit strategy, which is to retail it, then you may be stuck. But if you know how to have more than one exit strategy, as far as a owner financing, lease purchase, or retail sale, you got three ways to get rid of a property. So you always want to have at least two exit strategies with the property because you don't want to get stuck with it. You make it easy to buy, you'll get rid of each and every one of them. So know
Easy
your
to
exit
buy.
strategy.
Make it easy to buy. When you say easy to buy, what do you mean by that, Eddie?
Like we sell a lot of properties on owner financing and lease purchase. So one of our strategies is easy qualification.
Mm-hmm.
With us, all you need is a good credit score. No. I'm sorry. Credit score doesn't matter. Credit score doesn't matter. You got to be on your job for at least 2 years or own your
Yes, sir.
business for at least 2 years. And if you're going off your business, then we need to see about 2 to 3 months bank statements. And the credit, we don't care, man. Most people credit is shot. So we're dealing with the 75 percenters.
Most.
Most of them shot.
Most. I love it.
So
Deal
all
with
you need is a
most.
nice, reasonable down payment, proof of income, and you qualify. And
I
this
love it.
range from $100,000 house up to $1 million houses.
Mm-hmm.
We don't care.
I love it. Most. You're able to deal with most. See, I'm not all of my deals are in the most. Sometimes I deal with the good credit deals only.
Yeah.
Makes it a little
But when
more
you
challenging.
retailing, I mean, you want to get up out of that as quickly as possible. So you want to be able to do a retail sale. You got to have that good credit score.
Mm-hmm. So go ahead, tell us about it. I mean, we went over it a little bit last week. What did you decide to do?
So we decided to just we're gonna put it out. Oh, another good strategy. We're gonna put this one out on lease purchase. So it's a property that we took over subject to the existing mortgage,
Mm-hmm.
which means we took over the mortgage payments on the property. We called them up. We paid the seller, gave the agent a little money. We called up the payments on the property, right?
Bought subject to and selling lease option.
Or on the finance.
Okay, lease option. This is my favorite strategy, Roundup family. My favorite strategy. I don't know, but is this your favorite strategy, Eddie?
Man, the reason I love these houses, Chris, these subject to and the Sam's lease option, because you get paid three ways, man. Three freaking ways, and it's so beautiful, man. Like they say, don't kill the golden goose that lay the golden eggs.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, you get paid a down payment, so you get paid a non-refundable down payment up front. And I already got a guy want to give me 40,
Okay.
but that's with the house looking like it is. But we're doing a little touching up to it because it's in a really, I would say, prestige area. So I
Mm-hmm.
know I can get at least, man, anywhere from about 50 to 100 grand on this house, easy. So we're going back in and we're gonna put we're doing it now. So hopefully we'll be finished Friday. But we're putting about 5 grand into it.
You like you got the guys in there working now?
Yeah,
We gotta get some video of that.
yeah.
Get
I've
some
been
video of that.
recording.
Yeah, get some of
I've
that
been
video.
recording. And so we're looking at, man. I'm looking honestly. I'm looking for about 80 to 100 grand down on this house
Are you
because of
gonna
it.
you gonna list it with a real estate agent, or you gonna just do with the sellers that you have?
Well, I have a buyer's list, but check this out, Chris. We're gonna do a flat fee listing for $500
I
and
would.
put it everywhere, all over the MLS,
That's what I would do.
everywhere. Cause
MLS buyer.
you gonna get so many doggone buyers. It's crazy in this area, man. It's gonna be crazy. Cause when the seller had it for sale, man, she was tired of it, man. She had on a mark for about 3 months. She said over 100 people came into the house.
Why do you think nobody could qualify? What? Oh, the IRS thing.
The IRS lien, cause after everything, she was gonna have to pay $1,000 out of her pocket.
Yeah, she didn't want to do that.
She didn't have that money. She was already 14,000 behind.
The biggest down payment I have seen listing a house owner financing on the MLS is 92,000, and
Yeah,
that's in Hampton. That's in Hampton, Virginia.
yeah. So the biggest one I've seen about on the bigger houses about 150 to 200,000. This house over $1 million. On
Yeah,
the lower end, about 60.
you don't know what's going on. I mean, the lady that this particular lady had got a settlement, and she just wanted to put a big down payment to have her payments low. So it's like you don't know what people are going through when they're coming in with that down payment. You don't know where that money came from.
Yeah, man. People have money, man. Because just think about it, a lot of people that's self-employed. They write off everything. So on paper, they can't qualify to buy nothing, but they may have $300,000-$400,000 on the side. I
Hmm.
run across people like that all the time.
Yep.
So
Nice.
these are the buyers we're looking for.
Yes.
So I got a good 40,000 already offered, but we're gonna go in there throw a little granite in their backsplash. I can get it granite done for like $1,100. So they're gonna throw the little slab in there. I may do the backsplash, give it a little pop. It just all depends.
I wouldn't do it, man. Shit, I was some buyers. I was talking to my boy. He was like, some buyers love it, some buyers don't like it.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to go that far with it, but we're gonna throw the granite in there
Yeah, the grant's gonna be nice.
because it's so outdated. That countertop on there is so outdated. We throw that granite. The interior paint is being done. The back deck is being painted. Garage being painted. So that's it.
Nice, nice.
It's ready to rock and roll. We're gonna have an open house. We're gonna stir up a big frenzy this weekend. Probably get
Okay.
about 150, 200 signs out, put it on the FMLS, and we're gonna have a party.
Oh my Lord. Tell me about your open house. What are you going to do?
Well, we're gonna put a lot of signs out, pointer signs, directing them to the house. We're gonna have it for about 2 hours on Sunday between 12 and 2. I might actually have a lot of my students come out there too so they can see what's going on.
Nice.
We're gonna do like kind of like a round robin. Have a bid sheet and let everybody bid.
I would.
Like it, gonna sign this paper, bid. And another thing I love about it too, you're building a buyers list in the process.
So that sheet that they fill out, Eddie, does it have the down payment that they're willing to put down?
Uh-huh. The down payment, how much they can pay per month, their name and email address.
Oh wow, I love it. I've done so many of those, man. I got sick of them because it's just so many people, so
It's
many.
it's gonna be off the chain, man. It's gonna be off the chain.
And then you got the one deal after the deal. Where the lady, that's where I found that 92,000. The lady just stayed to the very end. She's like, listen, this is what I want to do.
I love creating that frenzy like that because people don't want to be outbidded, so they stay there to the last minute. Okay, what's the highest bid? Okay, beat that one. Let me beat that. Let me beat that one. And really, it's a blessing, man, because you're giving a person a house that can't even qualify to buy a house otherwise. You know what I'm saying? So you're still blessing somebody. You being blessed and you blessing them.
Hmm. That's nice.
So you get paid up front from the down payment. We got about a good anywhere from about a $600 to $800 a month spread on the cash flow. And then when they buy on the backside, we got another shit. What 30, 40, 50, 60 grand on the back end. So you get paid 3 ways, man, all in 2 years off one house.
You know, that's the same dilemma I'm going through now, Eddie. I don't like cashing out, man. This is like,
Well, you gotta find something to do with the money so fast, man. Especially you're gonna do a 1031 tax exchange.
that's
Cause I
another
don't
headache.
I don't like yeah.
I had a
But
friend of mine, his the 1031 exchange company went bankrupt while they had
fuck,
his money. Yeah, man, he really screwed him over. I got to find out what happened with that.
please do, man. You might have to interview him.
I've been trying to get him to do twice. He told me he was going to do it and backed out on me. So
A lot of people don't like to be on this camera for some reason. Cause I'm
mm-mm.
trying to get some of my students on here.
I'm
One
telling
dude was like, man, my baby mama, man, she found out I'm flipping these houses, I'm gonna be in trouble.
you.
So he won't even go up there. Oh man. To each his own.
All right. Yeah. So I wanted to share with you this text message, Roundup family. Thanks for joining us today. I'm just hanging out with Eddie. We're just going over some stories, telling you about some deal stuff. I got a house that we're going to be tearing down. Let's see if I can show you some pictures of it. You
Oh,
want
it's
to
a
see some?
tear down?
Yeah. So what's going on, Roundup family, is I
What you get?
had the, huh?
What you buy it for?
I paid 26 for this one.
Oh shit, that's sweet. Man.
Yeah.
You really just bought the lot basically.
Well, the lot, I think it might be worth 40, what it's going to cost to tear it down. That's why I keep telling people, like, look, people say, well, my land is worth X.
But what about
I,
tear down cost?
there you go. If
They
you want
forget
to,
about that.
they sure do, my friend. So I'll show you guys the interior and picture of the house here. But wait till you see this text message. Wait till I read you. Roundup family, the reason I wanted to bring this to you is because you just never know what's gonna happen to you. It's like you're going down the street, then bam, you get blindsided. So here's the interior. It's just all messed. The man had a stroke, poor thing. He was kind of sick. Oh, I think I got a video too. Let's see. No, I don't want to show that one.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Good old Smitty. So this is
That's
the
Smitty.
yeah.
Damn. That's the house.
Yeah, that's the inside of the house.
Well, damn.
Yeah,
Whoa.
he had a stroke.
Boy, that was a real hoarder.
I don't know if it's a hoarder, he got sick, or what happened, to be honest with you. Good. Wow. Now that I look at it, it's weird. You don't really, it doesn't look that bad when you're in it, but then I look back at the pictures like,
Cause
holy,
we be in them regular ass houses so much, man. So it don't
yeah,
look that bad.
I think
But
you're
when you
right.
start looking at the pictures, you like, oh my goodness.
Little house. We got central heating in there. We got a garage in the back.
I like that nice flat lot.
Yeah, it is nice, man. It's gonna
I
take a
want me
lot
a
of.
new.
Hmm?
I'm looking for a new home, man. I want to find something without a HOA. But my wife, she wants some. She love that HOA look. We in
Oh
one
yeah,
now.
the
You
HOA.
know,
That's
they keep the neighborhood nice, but I don't understand this your house and somebody just can tell you what to do with your stuff. Maybe it's
man.
a control freak issue in me that I just don't like it, man.
Can't
It's
do
my
nothing about
house. I can
it. Yeah,
paint it what
right.
color I want to, long as it's not neon.
That ain't happening. Even your front door, you can't even paint the front door or your garage door the way you want to.
No, you better get in our HOA. You gotta have permission before you even take a piss in the yard.
Uh huh.
That's how bad it
Oh,
is.
so I was doing. So the man, right, went out there to do my do my demo. Right, the demo guy gives me a quote. Roundup family. I'm going to give you a story about just things you got to go through dealing with contractors. And this is the demo guy. So this just happened today. I'm like, okay, this is the text message to first text message is May 17th. Chris, I've been calling you, trying to reach you. I sent you over the contract. Can you call me when you get a chance? Called him up. Okay. So this is on Friday. It's a week later. Chris, the service, your service disconnects have been completed. We called well before you tear a house down around our family. You have to get the water, sewer, gas, and electrical disconnected from the house. It has to have terminations or stops on them so
Mm,
that nothing can happen and nothing can seep into the ground.
that's a good nugget.
Yeah, so yeah, matter of fact, I'm working on a training now. Just what do you do to do a new construction? So he drove by. He says we should be able to start your job in about a week. Call me next week. So I'm like, okay. And in mind, he gave me a price of 6,900 for this job. All right, 6,900.
Oh, this done went up by now about 10 grand or 15 by now.
This is like
Them
you already know where
contract
I'm
them
going.
contractors, man.
So look, this is the text that came in an hour ago. Well, this morning. I wish you could see it. Hey, Chris, this is and he just texted me Friday. I just talked to the man 5 days ago. Hey, Chris, the price not he just goes straight in. I ain't talked to this dude since Friday. Chris, the price is now 7,900. It was just 6,900 a day ago for the contract on that house. If you agree, you can sign it. If not, you can disregard the contract. Have a
Whoa.
great day.
Whoa. Damn.
Send me a
And
fucking
see,
text.
brother Chris, that was before Memorial Day, before he blew $1,000. Now he got to make up for it.
My thing is, I'm like, where's your integrity? I'm like, dude, okay, I call him up, right? I call him up. I'm like, Mr. Jones, what's going on? I got a text. I don't understand what's going on, my friend. Well, yeah, I made some mistakes on your thing. I overlooked a lot of the numbers, and I just wanted to know we got to raise your contract $1,000. This is Roundup Family. This is just a demo guy. He's got a backhoe, and it takes them literally 30 minutes to tear a house
No
down.
time, man. Come on.
Man, they
I told you he trying to get that Memorial Day money back, Chris. He blew it. He blew 1,000 somewhere.
had to. So I call him. No, few minutes after the text, he goes, I messed up. I missed a lot of numbers. I didn't know how to do this. I messed up on your contract. We had to raise it $1,000. So I'm like, okay, where did we mess up? Well, we omitted some things, and we forgot to put this $1,000 on the contract. I asked him again, Mr. Jones, what did we miss? Where's the problem? What did we not include in the contract? Well, Chris, I didn't call you back on that. I'm like, you just text me a message telling me that you got to raise me $1,000, but you can't tell me why.
Wow.
You can't tell me why. I didn't want to get in him, man. I'm like, should I get in this dude? But at the end of, I mean, I'm like, go ahead, Eddie. What do you think about this? Oh,
That's the only guy you can find.
oh no, he was the cheapest guy. But my other guy was about 8. Well, now, well, I guess he's right. At this point, Eddie, my spirit is telling me I don't even care how much you're gonna charge me. I
Fuck
don't
off.
want to use you. Yeah, dude.
Yeah. Tell him
Don't do
screw
that.
off, man.
And you know what? If he would have told me, listen, Chris, if you don't agree to this by this day, I'm gonna have to raise the price. I am so cool with that.
Yeah, for the
I'm
simple
so cool.
fact. Yeah, the simple fact he tried to come back like that with a little extra charge. Nah, man.
$1,000. It's not even about the money. I mean, I could pay whatever. It's in the budget.
The principle, Smokey.
So he drives by he's been checking out the house, going over there, right? Checking out my survey and my disconnects to see, hey, this going on. He's been calling me, telling me. So I know he knows what's going on. And when I first talked to him, he goes, well, a lot of guys, they jerk me around and they're not serious. I'm like, dude, I don't know who you've been dealing with. I can't tell.
Man, that's ridiculous.
So I want to share that with you, Roundup. Now I have to figure out, I got to go hire another demo guy to tear the house down. I don't know what the price is going to be. I'm sorry. Yeah, it is 8,000. So they were both around the same thing. Maybe he talked to the guy that I was going to hire before. They must have talked to something.
Is it only a couple of people that do it in the area?
Well, it's a lot of guys that do it, but it's only a few. You got the big companies. They probably going to be double that. I don't even know.
Yeah.
I usually just use the contractor has a man that he used, but he was at 8,000, and I had this dude at 6,900. So things change, Roundup Family, and I feel like I got a gut punch. Like, damn, $1,000.
That
Come
easy.
on, man.
I'm telling you what happened, man. He blew it.
Yeah, do that
It's a
Memorial.
holiday, man. Come on, man. That man went to the beach or to the lake, had a little fun. He came up 1,000 short. Chris, you the first victim.
Well, I wanted
cost,
everybody to know, huh?
cost of doing business, brother Chris. No, I
I,
wouldn't use him though. He would have had me pissed off to come back like that. I wouldn't use him. Go with your intuition, man. I follow my intuition on that.
you're right. Have a great
Shoot.
day. If you don't, I'm like, dude, you could have.
That
It's
was
not even
like
about the money.
the way he even worded it. Now, text messages can be misunderstood.
That is
But
true. I
but
called him.
oh
I
yeah, you
called him.
did. Yeah.
I got your text message. What do you mean? You missed some numbers. What numbers did we miss? You can't tell me. I'm like, you know what? This sounds like snake oil right here. This sounds like snake oil.
Oh, come on. Come on, man. Serious.
So I just want to share that. It's one of the stories, man. And a bunch of amongst a whole bunch of other stuff. I'm getting the survey done, right? Surveyors telling me they're 30 days backed up.
Shit. Yeah, I heard that. I know down here they backed up a couple of weeks.
Oh, okay. 2 weeks isn't bad. I don't know what that was. It was 30 days out, so I had to turn in the plans. Did I show you the house that we're building, Eddie? I can share with you guys.
Oh, now what you do with the plans? Did you have somebody draw the plans up, or is it same plans like you use for the houses you redo?
Well,
You going 2 levels with this or what?
yeah, it's gonna be a 2-level house, but I didn't use the size. It was an oversized garage. And what I've learned is that you're paying for a lot of unused square footage when you got 15-foot ceilings in a garage. So this ceilings are going to be lower and it's going to be a little tighter, but you can still get 2 cars in there.
So you're gonna do 2 car. Now, do you put a room like over? Oh, it's gonna be 2 levels.
Yeah, 2 levels. It'll have a room. One of the rooms, the master will be over the garage,
Okay. Yeah,
but it's
those
not
are the.
going to have. It's not going to be like bedrooms and then a bonus room for a fifth room. It won't be that big.
Now, what can you retail this for when you sell it?
Yeah, that's a good thing to talk about. Retail on this one. Let me go over that. Go over the numbers. So I bought it. I paid 26 for it. I always add 2 to 3 thousand for closing. So I paid 28. Let's just say I paid plus closing costs. That's 28,000. Let's just say I just rounded up. It's gonna cost me 10,000 to demo it, right?
Yeah.
Because we still have to do drawings. You got to turn it into the city. You got to get survey. You have to get they call it point. What do they call it? House pointing when they put the stakes in the ground. You know, it costs $3,000 just to do the drawings from start to finish. I didn't know that. $3,000 to start drawings, middle of the drawings, and the end drawings. You got to turn all that stuff in. It's crazy.
Yeah, this house down here, I think I'm gonna renovate. Well, they told me about 1,800 to redesign it.
Really?
Uh-huh.
So 130. I mean, 170 cost me to build plus 38. What's that? 80, 92.
Shit.
So I'm in it for 208.
What you think the retail on it gonna be?
Retail is going to be 279. 279 to 290. 280 to 290.
How many square feet is that?
2,300 square feet.
Okay.
So what's it? Let's just say 280 minus 208.
72.
72. And then I got
Mm.
to take
Real estate commission and all that.
yeah,
Now,
I just take
when
25.
you resell your houses, Chris, do you use a listing agent or how you sell yours, or do you a flat fee listing?
It's 47. Be 47 left. 47K. Um, we always use a flat fee, brother. I have not
Yeah,
listed a
man,
house with an agent, man. It's been 9 years, dude. For what?
that's a lot of money you giving away, man. I like that flat fee too.
I mean, for what? They don't do anything different. Oh, the only thing I'm seeing now that social media is around, Eddie, is some realtors will kind of do some social media stuff.
Yeah,
But at the end of the day, usually the buyer sees the house online, they contact the realtor, or the realtor pulls all the stuff on the MLS, and then they get the buy. I mean, you got to boil this stuff down.
man. If you put that suck on the MLS, I mean, you cutting out a you cutting out a double commission, so you only got one set of commission, which I love.
Yeah, well, they're
If your
not
buyer do come off the MLS and come with an agent, you only got that one half of that commission, which is like 3 to 6%.
3%. Well, the thing is, I don't even know what does the listing agent do. I don't even. What do they do?
Get paid 3% for nothing.
Let me preface this by saying I love my agents. I don't want to make no enemies. I'm not saying y'all don't do anything.
Yeah.
I don't want to walk out my door and get shot. But I'm just
Yeah.
saying,
Or no problems.
generally speaking, on a listing, because most listing agents, what do? Get the listing, find a next listing. They're always looking for listings. I'm not saying that's bad,
Right.
but generally they're looking for listings. Throw it. In my experience, Eddie, they get the listing, they put it on the MLS. They might
That's
do a
it.
little bit of here, but what is the open house going to do? How many houses actually sell? I hope
On
you're
the
not in
open.
class looking at that stupid HGTV crap. They got open houses and people coming in and multiple offers.
That's some bull crap. Now in a hot market, that may be the case. But normally, nah.
Generally, I'm talking about on the average, not on above average. Yeah,
Yeah. They usually don't sell like that.
heck no. So yeah, that's the numbers there, Eddie. That's all I got to share for today, man. We got to kind of keep moving. You want to share anything else, brother Eddie? We'll get some Q&A.
Man, what time is it?
It's
Oh yeah,
three
let's do Q&A because I got shit to do, brother Chris.
2:30 today. Round up family. If you got any questions for brother Eddie or me, oh wow, we got a love offering
Thank
came
my
in.
boy Lloyd. Lloyd, what's man? That's my boy, man. Lloyd, he sent me. He sent me some candy, man. You
What?
toffee. You eat toffee. It
We
was a
get it here, salt
it was
water
a
all the time.
it was a expensive box of toffee, man. It was so freaking delicious, brother Chris.
Really?
Man, I ate the whole box in about 3 days. I gained about 5 pounds, man, off of it. I couldn't stop, man. It had almonds in the middle of it too. Thank
Ooh,
you, Lord, man. That oh my God, man. It was so delicious for real, man. I couldn't
good.
control myself.
Hey, oh yeah, Lloyd, thank you so much. Thank you, brother. Thank you, what is it, Damian Lloyd, for your love offering. This dude is off the chain.
Yeah, Lord, he good, man. A1.
Where we at?
Let's see. If you guys want to come out to the open house, if you're in Atlanta, it's out in Alpharetta. So email me at info at Mr. Transaction Engineer. Chris put it in the subject
It's in
line
the video
somewhere.
description. It's in the video description.
Okay, it's in the video description. So email me. We're gonna do an open house Sunday. I'm thinking between 12 and 2 or 1 and 3. I'll let you know. Once you email me, I'll let you know closer towards Friday.
Nice.
But we're gonna set that sucker off, man. We're gonna flood the block with so many signs, man.
Now, are you
Sign.
gonna have food and snacks there, or do you do any of that stuff?
Yeah, we're gonna have food and snacks.
I just break out a little
I
small
usually
grill.
don't even do open houses because they normally sell the houses usually sell themselves. But I just want to do some students. I got the students coming out there, so show them a little bit how it goes down.
Mm-hmm. Jay, if you want a subject to attorney in Atlanta, Mr. Transactions email is below. I don't think you. I mean, just email him. He'll tell you. Frank, if you want a T-shirt, it probably takes a week to get there, my friend.
Rosanna, how you doing?
Damon, oh, he wants to know how does he get the docs notarized if the seller is out of state, Eddie? He said he got your lease option stuff.
Well, just have them to go into a local bank, or either they can go to a UPS store. Any of them stores like that, they'll notarize it for you. Or you can send them a mobile on notary too. Also, it probably be $50, something like that.
Eleanor wants to know when he sells on a lease option, if he owns that property in a land trust, does the new tenant buyer pay the utilities, or do we from the land trust pay the utilities, Eddie?
Hell no, they pay their own utilities. This is not an apartment.
It's funny you asked that, Eleanor. I did one last week, got a down payment in. I begged the tenants to change the utilities in their name.
Didn't do it.
Didn't do it. I've been texting them, Eddie. I've been calling them. They ain't picking the phone up. So now, when they show up tomorrow and they have no water or gas, I don't like doing that to people. Why do they make you do this stuff?
Cause they think they could just get over, it, man.
I'm
Some
like, I've
people,
been
some of them, you have to show them. You have to show them sometimes.
I've been texting them, calling them, and I call the water and the power. Anyway, class, so this is stuff you got to deal with.
Yeah, and don't think it's all gravy when you're dealing with these deals. Some deals go through smooth, no
Hmm.
problems. Some deals, everywhere you look, is a hiccup. You gotta fix this, fix that, fix this. Problem with the seller, problem with the inspections. Just part of the
Problem.
business. And you just
Yep.
gotta put on your tough jacket, zip that sucker up real tight, and go for what you know.
Damien wants to know on the subject too you just bought. How did you put it in a land trust? I already know that. And how are you taking how? Oh, did you put it in a land trust? How are you taking title before the liens removed? That's good, two good
We
questions.
just put yeah, we just put it in the land trust. It's easy to remove the lien because we got the. This was divorce situation, so we got the divorce decree where the property's been deeded over from the husband to the wife. So we submitted that to the IRS too, showing that he no longer owns the property anyway. He has no rights to the property, so they need to take this off of his wife's stuff. They need to remove that and put it on, take it somewhere, but they got to get it off our house, and they don't have a problem with that. That's pretty easy. It just came out. I think we're gonna end up getting it removed for about 2 or 3 thousand, something like that.
Yeah, I'm in on that one.
We ain't on negotiation now.
Now, when paying a bank, my monthly payment on the subject to deal, do I pay in my trustee's name or my LLC?
When what?
when she's making the payment from the subject to lender to the subject to lender.
How do you do yours, Chris?
Man, shit, I make it out of my any check. I go online and
I
make it.
pay
It don't matter. It don't matter. I promise you, they're not gonna say who this check who this check come from. Man,
man, y'all want y'all to understand. These are most of these banks have at least 2 or 3 thousand properties, so they ain't got time to look see if Susan May made this payment from Greg Jones. You know, they don't care. They want to look at that bottom line. You sent that money, okay, we happy. So they got
man,
a lot of property, guys.
they
I
ain't
had a
thinking about
guy.
it.
What did he ask me? Shit, something about the something like that about the payment. Oh, same thing I would tell you about. Like if a seller filed Chapter 7, you can still take it over subject to. The banks double dip. They love money. They double dip, triple dip, quadruple dip. So if a person filed Chapter 7, yeah, they wiped out the debt, but the foreclosed attorney still have to foreclose on the property. But these banks, they so greedy, they don't give a crap. You can go back, do a modification. I still don't understand how they do it, but they'll let you remodify the loan and start back paying again.
Wow,
Wherever you left off at, brother Chris.
that's
My
unbelievable.
same buddy who got the townhouse, he was like, he in his own personal house, he did a 7-2, and he making the payments too. He's like, man, I don't understand how they take the payments still. I said, man, these people want money. They
Mm,
not looking at your spreadsheets saying these people got millions of dollars coming in every month. They want that money. They don't care who paying that. They don't care where the money comes from. They got somebody watching them numbers and bottom lines that they have to meet every month. So that's what they looking at.
Nelly Nell Rockwell. I promise. Only time, and I have had it happen to me twice where it was questions who was making the payment. Let me tell you what happened. Both times I actually went into the bank. I went into the bank and I wrote a check, or I'll
Oh
take cash in. They'll say, "Are you Mister Blank or are you Mrs. Blank?" Obviously, I'm not Mrs. But they're like, oh, "Who are you?" You can either do whatever you want. You can just say you're a manager member. I manage the loan, whatever. So at the end of the day, they don't care. They don't care.
no,
I
they
pay
want
it
the money.
online. Yeah, with them, I played it online. Mail the check, money order, go into the bank. I've done all four of those personally, and neither one has been a problem.
Yeah, they just want that money, man.
Uh,
End of the day, they want that
Jonathan's creative. How can you help someone with a reverse mortgage? Oh boy,
shit. Well, you're in trouble with that one. But that one
man.
go back to the bank. I mean, go back to whoever they signed that paperwork with.
Mm-mm. Usually, Jonathan creative. Usually, from my experience, matter of fact, well, one I am buying one right now that is a reverse mortgage, but we're creating so much value in the house. I wouldn't recommend you to do that. Usually, on a reverse mortgage, you gotta let them go back to the bank because
Now,
they are. But
can you pay it off?
you can't pay it off, but don't forget they're only loaning you 30,000, but the lien is 90,000. So they're loaning out. They're three times what the actual principal loan was.
Yeah, them doggone sharks, man.
The crooks, man.
They keep calling my grandmother because her house paid off.
Hmm.
It's paid off. They calling like crazy. Hey, you want to get a new reverse mortgage? Nope.
Yeah. Don't do them joints, family. Please do not let these people rob your legacy.
I can't believe they do that like that, man. That's a ripoff.
It is, dude.
Because and see they know when the target they get a list too, like we buy houses list. They get a list
Elderly.
seniors. They look at the properties, see if they got properties and how much equity they got, and they on that phone call.
Yep.
Hey, and see a lot of seniors retired. They done fell for this old go to school, get a good job crap. And then retire broke with your gold watch that's fake.
Hmm.
So they fell for that trick. Most of our elderly people and parents and grandparents and stuff. So they back against the wall sometime and they need money. So that's why them doggone leeches start calling and try to
Yep.
get them caught up, man. And wow.
It should be illegal, Eddie. And they're coming down on us for doing what we do. And then you're out here stealing people's. You loaning them 30. The lien says 90. I mean,
It's ridiculous, man. Then they take your house and sell it and just cash all the way out. double or triple time.
Oh, Damon.
Now
Okay,
that
yeah. I'll send you
now
my
that's a
address.
ripoff. Now that should be illegal, man. For real, serious business.
Let me see. We need to work on the email. I put it
Did
on
you
there.
did you
Ninja
answer?
Kitchen. Hmm?
Okay, that's not
Ninja
important.
Kitchen cooking with love. Thank you so much. I'm honored. Thank you for your love offering. Thank you. Thank you.
Cooking with love. What you cook, Ninja? You know how to cook?
Terrell, he's purchasing a sub two. Praise God. Terrell, you naked at work. How should my written offer be structured? Oh wow, that's deep. Oh no, that might take a few minutes. Eddie, you want to talk? I mean, you got to make sure you have the principal amount on the purchase price. Terrell, you can email one of us. That's kind of Eddie. You want to tackle that real quick, or it's going to take too long?
What was the question?
How should his offer be written on a purchase when he goes to buy the house on the subject too? Good gracious, that could be
Oh
so
shit,
much.
man. Email one of us, man. You
Yeah.
have to email us with that. That's not gonna be like a 5 minute explanation.
The main thing is you need to make sure that that loan amount is in the purchase price. That's the
Yeah.
main thing. You gotta have that. Chris, thanks for the discount. Oh yeah, God bless you. Thank you. You still got but you still have a tip for the knowledge. Wow, family first down in Macon. Thank you. Praise God. Thank you, my
Family first. Family first
Macon.
been riding with us a while, man.
Yeah, that
Thank you,
dude is.
family first.
Yeah,
And all the riders been riding with us since day one.
that's something,
God
right?
bless y'all, man.
I remember it's
Extra
almost been a
checks.
year. Almost been a year, Eddie.
Damn, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
You know what? So many. Let's see. What else we got? I do a few more that we cut out of here. Eddie, he wants. Angela wants you to do a class for removing liens. That
Hmm.
would be a nice master class. Do you guys put the property in a land trust, then transfer the beneficial interest over, or do you just take it right there from the seller, Ellie? J offers.
You guys put a proper land trust with seller bid. Heck no, the seller is no beneficiary.
You know how
You're the
sometimes people
beneficiary.
they're signing beneficial interest over.
Yeah, they're not nothing with the yeah. You gotta sign a beneficiary beneficial interest over. That's who the owner is.
Is that do you do that or do you? Because we do. I don't do that anymore. I just take title right to the land trust with me being the beneficiary. How do you do it, Eddie?
The same thing.
Yeah, that's tough.
That's that old way.
Yeah,
Now we used to do that when we was flipping them short sale when we had to buy them like that
yeah.
with clauses
Can't
and
sell
stuff.
them. Can't
Yeah,
sell them.
we used to do that like that. Sign the beneficial interest over with the land trust because
Hmm.
they having stipulations on the short sales. But when you're doing subject to and stuff, just have them deed straight over to your land trust.
I wouldn't worry about it.
I was speak. Hey guys, if you better get them properties in the land trust, man. I was speaking to a guy this morning about that. He drive trucks, and I was telling him about how my cousin got sued for 150,000, and now that lien is on his house. Put
Mm,
your properties in the land trust, guys.
please do. It is not the end of the world if I'm saying we're not showing you how to do asset protection. This is just the first step.
First
First
step,
step.
you gotta protect your home, man.
Hmm.
If anything,
Eddie, David wants to know: do you market for subject to properties via email? And what other marketing do you do for subject to?
heck yeah, we do email, phone calls. Usually on subject tools. I mean, you can do mailers and stuff. Everybody and their great grandmama mailing, so
Hmm.
we like to just call directly.
Hmm.
Now, keep in mind you're dealing with emotional situations, so you're gonna have some people at school. You're gonna have some people that's gonna
Pissed.
go off. I talked to one of my students this morning, man.
What?
He talked to a seller, man. The seller said, "Look, all y'all a bunch of bullshit." He had me dying laughing, man. He said the guy went off, but shit, he kept calling, and we working on a deal now. This lady got 100 some thousand in equity. So I'm like, look, get it under contract and lock down quick. She
Hmm.
only 6 months behind. Shoot, I said I found that one. Let's go.
David Thompson wants to know how to negotiate the liens off of a property after you take a subject to. How long does it normally take?
It depends on what kind of liens there are.
Hmm. Just give
So
me
it
the.
can varies, man. IRS lien is gonna take a minute because they're slow. If
Hmm.
you got a second mortgage or something, that's gonna take you 2 or 3 months. All of them gonna take you a couple of months, man. Should take you no more than about 3 or 4 months with any lien.
Oh, Daniel, you talk about the email for the event. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Thank you. I do have that email. I do. Family first. Thank you, Daniel. Making joy. I think that's it. Final thoughts for the day, brother Eddie. Thank you for hanging out with us today. Final thoughts for the day. Thank you for hanging out. Eddie, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh,
Final
final
thought
thoughts.
for the day.
Yeah. Yes.
Guys, get out there, take some action, man, and get these deals done. Nothing come to a sleeper but a dream, baby.
Oh man,
Get your butt up and let's get to the money.
that's something.
Follow me also, Mr. Transaction Engineer. Subscribe, hit thumbs up on this thing for my brother Chris.
Yeah.
God bless you guys and take massive action.
And don't be
Remember,
scared. Oh, go ahead, Eddie.
life reward those who take action. Life reward those who take action.
I
Action.
like that.
Action.
Mother momentum. Mother
Yeah.
momentum.
Yeah.
Momentum. Would you say, Eddie? I was Patrick Bet David was saying momentum is like a beautiful lady. You don't play. You don't play around with her. If you got her attention, you need to make sure you keep her attention.
Keep her kids. Keep dancing with her.
That's something. You found that true in your life?
Heck yeah, man. We all are energy, so we keep putting that energy into it, which is action. Keep putting that energy into anything. You're gonna make it happen.
Hmm.
Just like the cell phone you got in your pocket, just like the laptop you have and everything around you, your car you got. It all took some action for you to get it, and energy that you had to put into it to go get it. You kept thinking about it, then you got it. It all everything started with a thought. Then after that thought, we put our different feelings into it, whether it's good or bad, and that's gonna attract it to us or not. We got good energy about the situation or whatever we want to attract in our life. We keep thinking about, keep working towards it. Gotta happen.
I love
But
it. Has
let's
to
work
happen.
towards it one day and shit. Then come back and look at your real estate book 2 weeks later, and then come back about another month. Come on, man, it's gonna take you forever because you're putting a little bit of energy into it. That's not enough. You want to see something happen, you gotta put some massive action and massive energy into it,
Hey,
and that sucker gonna pop. I
you
promise you.
talking. You talking, dude. It's so weird how I look back. I could see it, but it took me years to get that one, Eddie.
Yeah, me too. Shit. Long time.
Class, I wanted to tell you, don't look at one deal from one angle. Look at it from several types of angles. Several types of angles. You know, if you can't renovate it, you might have to tear it down.
Yeah,
If you can't tear it down, you might have to add on to it. If you can't add on to it or out, you might have to go up.
yeah,
You know, yeah, so many things you need to. I remember just me. I'm telling you from personal experience. I would look at a house. I would say, can't touch it.
yeah,
Now I look at it, I'm like, okay, I don't say I can't do it. I say, how can we do this thing? Look at it.
right.
It's just amazing how this. I don't know what it is, Eddie. The more I'm turning into an entrepreneur, it's almost like value just
Keep coming.
shows up in my. I mean, I can see it. Like I
Yeah,
can see when I go somewhere, I'm like, there's the value right there. Can you see that too?
yeah. They say when we look from that perspective, then we're able to get more done. When we just look with a closed mind, we're able to get nothing done.
Wow, closed mind, nothing. Wow, that's so crazy. So I can see the value just in life in general. Like even when I go to the store, I'm like, okay, this is the value. We did this and this. We can create more value. What about a time frame? It's truly amazing. I got that from hanging out with the right people. I
Yeah,
gotta give it to that valuetainment dude, man. I mean, just creating value out of thin air is amazing.
heck yeah.
Okay, Round Up family, that's all we got. Eddie, thank you for hanging out with me, and we'll be on those notes today. Me and you will talk tonight.
All right, brother.
Okay,
Thank you,
talk.
Round Up.
Yeah. God bless you. Bye.